Hello, I'm Bunnery.
I'm Brad Mower.
And this is IFXtra. So it's a new month, March. How did that get to March? Really quick. Do you remember last March?
What do you mean last March? There's just been one continual March.
That's true. But, you know, we've got lots of things to talk about today, haven't we?
We have.
I know, it's quite exciting. Like new things. Go on, tell us a few.
Okay, so first thing, new sort of idents, title cards, lower thirds and things like that. I've been meaning to do that for ages, and I convinced myself I needed to do it at the end of a year. So like we had new sort of look and feel for a new series, but then I'd never have time at the end of the year. So I just never did it. And then finally we sort of decided, actually, yeah, let's just do it. So there you go, March. New stuff.
Yeah.
There we go. So that's quite cool. I've been working on the app update as well, getting some stuff done with the the core part of the game, really, the drawing side of things. One of the requests that comes up a lot is basically trying to optimize the drawing area that's available.
Get as big as possible,
Because the problem is sometimes people want to use their phone in landscape and you end up with a really tiny drawing area. So I've been sort of experimenting with moving stuff around to try and get you the biggest drawing canvas possible in all circumstances. Cool. So it's slightly complicated because they have to be a particular aspect ratio. So we can't just kind of make it go full screen. Anyway, it doesn't really matter, but working on it, it's coming along nicely. So that's quite cool.
Yeah. And what about our YouTube shorts? How are they doing?
So yeah, YouTube shorts, we mentioned this last week. Was that only last week?
Yeah.
Time is weird. So apparently all the cool kids are doing YouTube shorts, which is TikTok, but on YouTube. And so we thought, well, it might be an interesting place to kind of show some cool replays of awesome drawings that you've all done. So we had a go at this, put a few on, kind of tweaked the kind of things we're putting out, the length of them, and how they look and things. I mean, it's sort of like it's a big experiment at the minute.
One of them took off.
Yeah, turns out people really like Among Us.
Yeah, even drawings of Among Us. So we'll watch that forever.
So yeah, one of them was a drawing of, is Red the imposter, and it it blew up. Like it got 20,000 views in 4 hours, which was odd,
amazing,
unexpected. So we're going to keep doing it because it's a nice way to get some of your cool art out there, so people can see all the awesome stuff that you're doing. And also it might entice them in to have a little go at drawing themselves, which is always cool. More video stuff as well. So with it being a new month, again, like with the video rebrand thing, we decided to start off another new thing at the start of March. So Ferret is doing a monthly video, so it'll be like the first of each month, where she lays down a community challenge. Basically, things like, well, this month is draw something using only 3 colours. And then you can kind of submit your drawing as a challenge by like posting it on Twitter, tagging us, and I think it's hashtag IFX monthly challenge.
Something like that,
or you can post it on Discord, and then we'll collect all of those together, and she'll run through a few of her favourite ones in the next video. But yeah, it's just like an interesting way to sort of set a few constraints and limits, and try and make it.
I did one.
Make it more interesting. I haven't yet. Yeah, embarrassingly, apparently I haven't actually drawn anything since like November or something.
Goodness me.
I need to get on that. I work on the game rather than playing the game is the problem. So yeah, that's quite cool. And at some point we'd like to maybe build some of this into the drawing system itself, so you could kind of say, I want to take the 3 colour challenge, and then you'd maybe
choose your 3 colours.
Yeah, after you've used your 3rd colour, the others get locked out or something like that. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But that was quite cool.
Yeah, and then we had an exciting quiz on a Friday this week, didn't we?
Yes. So
unusual.
we're all about interactive streams and things. So we do Zeitgeist, the interference quiz of the week, on Sundays. We do Zeitgeist 20, which is a one topic quiz, but with 20 questions. On Thursdays, these are like live interactive streams, twitch.tv/interference. there's a new streaming platform that started on Tuesday. Well, they started their alpha on Tuesday, so it's very, very early days, called Glimesh. And the key thing about this is they use the same FTL technology as Mixer did.
Yeah, we miss Mixer, don't we?
Yeah, Mixer was the streaming platform we first started on, and its big thing was sub-second latency, as in we do something here on the stream and you see it, you know, in your video feed like
almost
a quarter of a second later or something, like pretty much real time.
Twitch isn't like that, is it?
No, Twitch isn't like that. Twitch has variable latency. We know we have people with between say 5 and 30 seconds behind.
Which doesn't really work too well for a quiz when you've only got 10 seconds to answer the question.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, which is why we try and Glimesh.
So we thought it'd be interesting. We had a little. It wasn't exactly a closed test. We sort of mentioned it a little bit, but we had a few people join in for that just to see if it worked okay.
Yeah.
So we ran that on Friday, and it worked really well.
Yeah.
I sound slightly hesitant. It worked really well.
One or two little glitches.
Given that it was an alpha test.
Yeah.
So the speed was amazing.
Yeah, that was good.
Everything was coming through in real time, worked really well. We did have a few dropouts though. They're still having some server issues, so you know it's not quite ready for prime time yet. But it's definitely looking promising.
Yeah, it is.
So we
a nice little quiz, didn't we?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's got a lot of potential. We're probably not going to move everything over to there immediately, but you know,
then try again in a little while, see if things have improved, and see if we've improved, and then it'd be a good mix, maybe.
Yeah. Exactly. If you'd like to keep up with stuff like that, then you can join us on Discord, playinterference.com/Discord. We have a stream chat channel on there, and that's where I waffle about all of this stuff.
Cool. Okay, now it's time to see who won this week's awards. Picture of the week this week goes to a trophy man for Falcor from the Neverending Story Flying Around. I just love that picture of Falcor. He looks so serene flying into the void with someone on his back. I like that. Well done, a trophy man.
My favourite description this week was "A cat plots to the demise of his sleeping owner" by Can't Draw, sorry. Yeah, cats always do give off this vibe that they're only sparing you because they know that they need you to open the cans of food for them. Nice work, Can't Draw, sorry.
Community pick of the week this week goes to See You Around for Draw Shere Khan with one continuous line. This is absolutely amazing if you watch the replay. They have done this picture without taking their pen off of the paper. That's brilliant. Well done, See You Around, well deserved. They were amazing.
Awesome stuff there, as always.
Now we're going to see what we were talking about last week in the forum. So last week I was asking you about radio. Despite having music streaming services where we can listen to whatever music we choose, do any of us still listen to radio stations? And if so, what are your favourite stations or programmes? I quite like Radio 4. It's a talk station, but they have a lot of games shows on, which like Just a Minute and Start the Week and different things. So I like the comedy on there. So I quite often listen to those. In the form of podcasts, you can get the podcast. So that's fun. What do you listen? Do you listen to any radio? Only when you're in the car, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, I very rarely listen to radio because if I'm listening to music when I'm working, I find it distracting if there's people talking. Yeah. So I tend to need to listen to sort of instrumental things or the same track on loop all day. So sometimes I've been known to mash the two of these things up, and I have sat in this very office working on Interference listening to a loop of the BBC News music for 8 hours. It was awesome. I got loads of work done.
Okay, Error 404 says commercial radio in the US is pretty much garbage, in my opinion. Either obnoxious political or sports talk, or pop music stations where the commercials outnumber the music. So on regular broadcast, he listens to NPR, National Public Radio, mostly for the news, but they also have a lineup of other topical and entertainment shows. And the favourite is Wait, Don't Tell Me, a humorous trivia game show. It sounds like the sort of things I listen to on Radio 4, actually, yeah. If you count satellite radio, I listen to that too. Tuned into a couple of classic rock 60s and 70s music and new wave 80s music channels.
So,
interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I have no familiarity with radio in the US.
No.
But based on what Error 404 says there, my only experience of it is listening to the radio in the car in like Grand Theft Auto or Saints Row and things.
Is that what it's like?
Well, no, I thought that it was a joke, but it kind of seems like it, is actually based on reality.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Interesting.
9% says I listen to a radio station while at work. The station I like plays a mix of yesterday and today. So I know most of the older music and I can sing along if I desire, and they sneak in currently popular songs. I like the station because I can feel hip when I recognise some newfangled music.
I don't really recognise newfangled music.
No, I don't anymore. I don't know what's in our chart.
Amber Hopkins says, I listen to the CBC to and from work. Now, I assume is that
Canadian broadcasting?
That's like the BBC, but with more Canada and less Britain.
Yeah, I guess so.
Usually talk shows like As It Happens or Ideas or The Current Review, depending on what time I'm working. Usually I don't listen to music on the radio when driving to work because there's only one station we get and it's some terrible soft rock thing. I'm down for soft rock.
A little bit now and again, yeah. Okay, let's go and see what we're going to be doing in the forums next week. Give us a famous line from a film, and the next person has to guess the movie. Then leave a quote for the next person to guess. I will start. You're going to need a bigger boat.
If you'd like to chime in with that, just head over to the general discussion forum. It's the pinned thread for the week, so you'll find it at the top of the thread list.
Cool. Now don't forget, tomorrow night is quiz night again. So it's Zeitgeist, the normal quiz with 5 rounds of 5 different topics.
Yeah, if you've not seen this before, every Sunday night at 7 p.m. UK time over on twitch.tv/interference, we run Zeitgeist, the interference quiz of the week. It's a live interactive stream where you can play along against the rest of the audience and compete for places on the leaderboard.
Absolutely. Do you know who won last week? It was Literary Phantom, who got 210, and Darth was second with 205, and Kanan Bat third with 203. How close was that? Very close.
Very close.
Yeah.
So Sunday's quiz is 5 rounds of 5 questions each, and each round's based on one of the week's drawings of interference. Gunnery writes all the questions. No one else knows what's going to happen, but you can tell us the featured artists for Sunday then.
For Sunday, okay, yeah, we're going to have Kanabita, Magagua, I always have trouble saying that, Merry Cricket, See You Around, and someone called Fart Cloud with a PH.
Fair enough. Magakegua.
Magagua, yeah.
I
should practice before I start.
I practiced that for the description of the week once.
Yeah.
Okay, so we won't know what the topic's going to be.
No.
But we don't know which drawings they're going to be by those artists. So yeah, we'll have to see what they are. If you'd like to join us and find out, then that's Sunday, 7 p.m. UK time, twitch.tv/interference.
So on Thursday, we had the Zeitgeist 20. All the questions were about which animal is this? Do you know who won that one?
Go on.
That was Darth who won that one. Goose was second, and K9 Bat was third, along with Jack Trunk. So the highest score there was 196. So Darth only got 1 wrong, but got 6 bonuses.
Very impressive.
Yeah. So Goose was a little way behind with 180, and then K9 Bat and Dax were on 172. Pretty good scores out of 200.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
And then on Friday, as a one-off, it won't be a regular thing quite yet. We did this test run of a quiz on Glimesh. So for the sake of completeness,
we'll tell you the score, shall we?
Darth finished in first place on 178. Goose was in second place on 173, and Jess was third with 152.
Yeah, but what was it about?
Oh yes, it was a Zeitgeist 20, and it was all about famous voices.
Yeah.
I was going to say, yeah, it was. If you weren't there for it, don't worry. We did have a few bugs and glitches and things, like the leaderboard didn't work, and everyone had to wait around for 5 minutes while I worked it out by hand. Yes, that's a one-off. We'll do another one in a few weeks, probably when Glimesh is a bit further along.
Yeah. So next week, Zeitgeist 20 is still on Thursday, and we're going to be asking questions about numbers.
Yeah. So that'll be Thursday, 7 p.m. UK time,
Yeah.
twitch.tv/interference.
Okay, I think that's all the news for this week. So just goes to say.
Yeah, if you're not already taking part in the game, then get involved. You can either play online at playinterference.com or download the app from your app store. You can also follow us on Twitter at PlayIFX or on Facebook at PlayInterference. We've also got a Patreon page at patreon.com/interference. If you want to give us a bit of monthly support for the ongoing maintenance of the game, building this new app, running the quiz, looking after cats. paying server bills, etc. We really appreciate your support. Patrons get supporter status and interference, so you get access to cool things like replays, and if you're a quiz player, you get a custom entrance shout out from Avo as well.
Yeah, some of those are very creative. Okay, that's it for this week, so we'll see you again next Saturday.
Yep, have a great week. We'll see you next Saturday.
Bye.
Bye.